Hello, I'm Bumi Ajakai, screenwriter, and in this video I want to talk about yet another screenwriting terminology that you as a beginner need to know, and it's called the inciting incident. The inciting incident in your screenplay is an event that sets your main character or your protagonist on their journey, and this should typically occur in the first 10 pages of your screenplay. Why? Because you may have spent the first 7, 8, 9 pages setting up your story world, setting up your main characters, setting up what it is that they are after. And the very next thing that must occur is the inciting incident. So for example, imagine if you were writing a love story and you have set up the protagonist, you set up their love interest in their individual worlds. And by page 14, you're still setting up and the two have not yet met. That means you need to introduce the meet cute as soon as possible so that the protagonist can begin the pursuit of the love of his life. Another example is in the movie John Wick, where we meet John as a sad, lonely, retired man looking after a precious little dog, and we soon find out that the dog was gifted to him by his late wife. Now, when the mobsters come into their world and kill the dog, we as the viewers immediately understand the gravity of this, and we are in full support of John as he heads into the world of violence in search of revenge. Another example is in the movie The Devil Wears Prada, where we meet Andy Sachs, played by Anne Hathaway, who is desperate for a job. And she walks into the impossibly high fashion world headed by Miranda Priestley, played by Meryl Streep. And we see this girl does not fit into this world. The inciting incident is when Miranda Priestley hires her for the position, which we know she doesn't fit into. So at that point, we the audience are invested to see how she's going to navigate and keep that job. So your inciting incident should happen very early on in your story, should be very important to your protagonist, and should be an almost impossible mission for your protagonist so that we the audience are engaged and invested and are rooting for them to win. I hope this helped. See you next time. Bye.